But they had so much faith that when this man was probably depressed and feeling down, and he was brokenhearted, and he was disturbed, he was broken, this man couldn't move. He was paralyzed. Could you imagine being paralyzed your whole life? The self-loathing, always having to ask someone to help you. Can you please grab the food for me? Can you please feed me? Can you please do these? Like constantly relying on other people. He was down. He was hurting. And these men had the faith to bring him to Jesus when he needed it. So my question for all of us, not just for you, for myself, do we surround ourselves with people, with friends, brothers, sisters, people in the church? Do we surround ourselves with other people that will bring us to Jesus at the most vulnerable times in our life? When you're struggling in your marriage and you vent, you find a friend and you say, hey man, this is everything that's going on with my spouse. She or he always makes me feel bad, always yells at me, they're rude all the time. Do you have a friend that goes, you don't need them. They don't deserve you. You'd be better off without them, right? Leave them. Get remarried. Get divorced. You don't need to be with them. Do we have friends like that? Do we surround ourselves with people that actually point us to Christ and say, hey, you actually need to take your eyes off yourself? Because though that may be true, though they may be rude, though they may actually deserve judgment, where is your heart? Having accountability, relationships that actually esteem us and build us up, not for our self-pride, but to magnify Jesus. Relationships that always point to him. And these people, these friends, cared about this man, and they did that work, and they carried him. They should have said, they could have went over to him and said, yeah, you're right, you're weak and lowly, and you don't deserve to live, and let's just put you out of your misery. No, I want to take you to the God that heals and changes lives, and I want him to be doing the work, encouraging him. Do we have friends that don't take Jesus seriously? Yes, that God in there has the power. I come to church. Yes, he heals. He does these things. He restores lives. But let's go have some fun on the weekends. Let's not take this Jesus thing so serious. Let's go to the club tonight. Let's go have a good time. Jesus likes to have fun, right? Do we have friends that are constantly pointing us away from what Jesus has to say and do in our lives? Or do we have friends that are always pointing us to him? Surrounding ourselves with people that will tell us the truth and love us more to do the right thing. Proverbs 13:20, it says, whoever walks with the wise becomes wise, but the companion of fools will suffer harm. 1 Corinthians 15:33 says, do not be deceived. Bad company ruins good morals. There's a lot the Bible has to say. I'll say this last one. It says Proverbs 22:24 through 25. It says, make no friendship with a man given to anger, nor go with a wrathful man, lest you learn his ways and entangle yourself in a snare. So the more we surround ourselves with people that are angry and malicious and self-serving, you're bound to end up just like them. And you may think, you know what? I'm trying to convert these people. I'm trying to get them to Jesus. Jesus hung out with sinners, yes, and they were drastically different after he interacted with them. They didn't stay sinners much long. Is that the right way to say that? They didn't stay sinners long. Their hearts were changed. And the people that couldn't change and refused to receive what Jesus had to say, they left. John 6 says the disciples couldn't handle the words he had to say, and they left. So our words should be graceful and seasoning with salt with the people that we're around. but they should also go straight to the heart. And we shouldn't entangle ourselves in these situations with people that will pull us away from Christ.